Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. You haven't missed a thing as we're just... lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. Houston set to take over. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came out on the first ball, top the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Thomas. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Thomas.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Rodriguez. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, Rodriguez. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first down, Thomas. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun, Thomas.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got this down to the 35.
63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On 2nd down, it's Rodriguez. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And he'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Rodriguez. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
The Lions at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 2nd and 5. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
York able to send this one through.
And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Thomas. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by Marquez Callaway.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thomas. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. They run with Hines.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The UNI partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll drop to throw.
That's to Waddle on the quick slant.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
To throw is Thomas. On 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
ETN up the middle.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. On 2nd and 9, Thomas. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the Texans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw. Thomas. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harvey.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now back to throw.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Rodriguez. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down now, it's Rodriguez. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
York able to send this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively, because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all, because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off play action. Thomas. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Outright and brought in by Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll look to throw again. Open man here is Conklin. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on 2nd down. Thomas. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Thomas. That's taken in by Callaway. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Thomas steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They're They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Butker's kick here is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He'll look downfield for Waller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
On third down, Rodriguez. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Harvey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Marcus Davenport just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Incomplete on the deep ball. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Thomas. He'll get, and I think the ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Rodriguez. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Harvey. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 39. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Second and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Rodriguez. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Right back to him on 1st down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Rodriguez, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now it's Hines. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Thomas. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 1st down, Thomas. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last
pass run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Butker's kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harvey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. He'll get it inside the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They'll set up to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts him back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thomas. Being chased out left. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Thomas looking to throw on 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thomas. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Thomas got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Thomas. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Lions will take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Rodriguez. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man complete. It's Rodriguez. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. This offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, you gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
On 1st down, Rodriguez.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Lions are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense taking over again.
And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Thomas. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Thomas. Wilson's got it complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
You did not write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Thomas from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. is. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Thomas now throwing on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Rodriguez. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Detroit, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.